Hello and welcome. My name is Talika, and this is my fourth grade virtual field trip prototype to the state capital of Florida. So, for this field trip, fourth grade students will travel along various locations in the state of Florida, in Tallahassee specifically, and will learn about the history. The homepage starts with an About section on the left hand side, which is where the user will read from, and then it contains several objectives, letting students know what to expect from this trip. On the right hand side, there's something that says Meet Your Guide, and the guide is actually a manatee. And when you click on it, as you notice, you hover over it and click, it will provide information.
Hi, I'm Tanti. I'm very excited that you are joining me today on this virtual field trip to visit key sites in our state capital. Did you know that the manatee was established as the state marine mammal of Florida in 1975? Also known as a sea cow, we are gentle animals that can grow in between 8 and 14 feet. When you see me on a page, click me for important information and instructions. Press the yellow arrow that says Off we go. To begin.
It was very important for me to make sure that there was a multimedia mix for this project because, as you know, students tend to have a short attention span. And so by doing things such as narration from the manatee as well as text, it kind of breaks up the monotony of the page and it allows them to be a bit more engaged. And therefore, it's already history that they're learning about and it gives them less items to read. And then I chose a voice for the speaker playback that sounds friendly and childlike, and so it had a decent and nice tone. And so in the bottom right hand corner, as you heard Tanti say, we click on Off we go. On the following page, the layout for each of the pages look like this. I was able to use the black background as well as create this call out bubble that will draw the user's attention, and it says to click the manatee for more information and instructions. And so on each page it has the same layout. The manatee will be on the left, allowing the reader hierarchy on the page, allowing the reader to go from left to right, top to bottom. So they'll click the instructions. Some features that are on the page in the bottom left hand corner, they have the option to click and return to the home page. And then the next stop, or the Off we go, is always in the bottom right hand corner. And then we'll go ahead and listen to the instructions from Tanti the manatee.
Our first stop is Mission San Luis, which is a living history museum of the Appalachian Indians and Spaniards who lived together. From 1656 to 1704, it served as the capital of the Spanish military, church, and government. Watch the video to learn more. Then, click on the photos for an exploration of Mission San Luis. Do you think you have learned it all? Test yourself by clicking Ready to Go. I know you've got what it takes to move on to the next stop.
So Tanti has given the users instructions. The first thing that they will do is click on the video, and I would embed a YouTube video here that gives some information on Mission San Luis. Then I have some photos that are located in the center of the page, and if the user clicks on each one of these, the photos would lead them to a link on the page of Mission San Luis that will give them more information about Appalachian women, Spain and church, as well as slavery. Tanti also instructed them once they've gone through those steps, they're going to go to Ready to Go. And this is where we'll click on that and there will be an interactive quiz that will give immediate feedback to test their knowledge on what they've learned about Mission San Luis. And finally, Tanti instructs them to go to the bottom right with the yellow arrow. And this arrow says next stop, which they've learned about the yellow arrow from the first page. One thing that I would like to note also is that we have this educators features here as well as for families. So it provides additional resources for teachers to get more information on Mission San Luis and bring these things alive in the classroom since they are doing this virtual field trip. In addition, the children can go home and share this with their parents and their families. And so their families might be interested in planning a trip in the future to Mission San Luis. And this link will also lead them to additional information from the website of Mission San Luis, allowing them to plan a trip there if they desire. Again, we go same layout, click the manatee, and it'll give them a little background information on the location as well as instructions.
Welcome to the Riley Museum. John G. Riley was an educational trailblazer in the African American community. The Riley House is a symbol of affluence and a place that is committed to the betterment of the community. Watch the video to learn more. Then, click on the photos for an exploration of the Riley Museum. Do you think you have learned it all? Test yourself by clicking ready to go. I know you've got what it takes to move on to the next stop.
So again, the instructions are the same. Once they're given the feedback, they're reminding. With students, it tends to help when there's repetition. So the layout is the same with the speech from Tanti. After he's given information on the location, then it says, hey, watch the videos first, click on each of the photos, then test yourself, and you're ready to go on to the next stop. Also, another thing that I added from this page is that they would have the opportunity to go back to a previous one as well as to go right to the home page.
The museum was established in 1957 by a group of teachers, community members, and civic groups within the city. The goal was to provide school children with a space to learn about art, culture, history, and science. This museum was created for you. Watch the video to learn more. Then, click on the photos for an exploration of the Tallahassee Museum. Do you think you have learned it all? Test yourself by clicking ready to go. I know you've got what it takes to move on to the next stop. Florida's first government establishment began with the Spaniards in 1824. The new building is a site of great architectural features as the history of the government remains. Did you know that you can play an important role in your state and nation's government? Watch the news, do your research, and ask questions so that you're informed and ready to vote. Watch the video to learn more. Then, click on the photos for an exploration of our state capitol building. Do you think you have learned it all? Test yourself by clicking ready to go. You reached the end of the field trip and I know that you are ready to share what you've learned with everyone you know. So get out there and do it.
So one of the features that I found to be important was making sure there was a call to action. So just reminding them that after they've done all this and they've gained all the information, to go out there and share what they've learned. Another thing that is important is the feature where I say, hey, did you know that you're able to make an impact? So take away this information, watch the news, talk with people, research the politicians, and then your voice will be heard as you prepare and get older to start voting. And so thank you very much for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed it.